Fire is getting expensive. In Bangalore, a single 19-kilogram commercial gas cylinder now costs 2,161 rupees. Even for homes, the domestic price sits firmly at 915.50. For the restaurant industry, that price tag is a constant threat. The average profit margin across the food service sector hovers between 3 and 5%. Every rupee spent on fuel eats directly into survival. Look at this industrial refinery. It represents the massive fossil fuel supply chain that dictates those local prices. When geopolitical tensions escalate, like the ongoing US-Iran conflict, global oil supplies tighten, and the cost to cook a meal in India spikes almost instantly. You cannot build a financially stable business when your most basic input, heat, is completely at the mercy of unpredictable international oil markets. When prices surge, the fallout extends far beyond commercial kitchens. At the household level, families are forced to abandon gas entirely and revert to the cheapest available alternatives: solid biomass, crop residues, and firewood. The physical toll of that shift is severe. Breathing the thick, toxic smoke from a traditional wood-fired clay chulha leads to acute respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. In a single recent year, household air pollution from these solid fuels caused over 1 million deaths across India. Meanwhile, commercial kitchens face their own compounding crises on the operational side. They battle annual labor turnover rates exceeding 70%, alongside heavy financial losses from food waste. The traditional Indian kitchen model is trapped in a vice, caught between economic ruin from volatile gas prices on one side and deadly public health hazards on the other. To stop the financial bleeding, commercial kitchens are deploying an immediate survival tactic: comprehensive digital restaurant management software. By centralizing raw inventory data and staff hours into an AI node, these platforms provide real-time tracking and optimized scheduling. They predict exactly how much food to order and how many workers to staff, stripping out waste and maximizing productivity. Many are also launching custom web stores, cutting out expensive third-party delivery platforms, and clawing back fractions of a % in profit margin. Yet, software optimization only buys time. It treats the symptoms of a tight margin, but it does absolutely nothing to fix the root vulnerability: the volatile cost of fossil fuels. That requires a complete hardware replacement. India is currently executing the Go Electric campaign, a national push to transition kitchens away from gas and toward electric cooking. The macroeconomic math here is highly favorable. India is a power surplus nation, and it is rapidly scaling up its renewable infrastructure, aiming for 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuel capacity by 2030. To utilize that grid, kitchens are adopting high-efficiency devices like the electric pressure cooker. These appliances are specifically engineered to bypass the unpredictability of global oil. The savings are significant. Data shows that preparing meals with an electric pressure cooker can cost as little as $20. Achieving a true national energy transition requires tackling those psychological and cultural barriers just as aggressively as the technological ones. We already have real-world proof of what happens when those barriers fall. In Kerala, fully operational smart electric kitchens are currently feeding hundreds of students every day. By generating their own power through rooftop solar panels and feeding it directly to induction stoves, these kitchens create a closed loop. It completely bypasses the fluctuating oil barrel, insulating the school from global energy shocks. Scaling that model across the entire country requires sophisticated financial mechanisms. Stakeholders are leveraging global carbon finance and microloan models, similar to the successful Ujjwala scheme. Targeted subsidies absorb the heavy upfront cost of the hardware, turning a massive macroeconomic policy into an immediate practical reality for low-income households. The national economic payoff is immense. Shifting millions of kitchens away from imported LPG drastically reduces India's reliance on foreign fuel and slashes the national import bill. That localized shift directly enables India's goal of reaching net zero by 2070. Every electric cooker adds a reliable, predictable load to a newly decentralized grid powered by renewables. Most importantly, the culture survives. As cooks adapt, they find that precise heat control easily handles multi-step recipes and traditional flat-bottomed pans. The techniques and the rich taste of Indian cuisine remain completely intact. From the razor-thin margins of a Bangalore restaurant to the daily hearth of a rural home, the survival of the kitchen requires a massive upgrade. It means leaving a volatile, combustible past behind and plugging into a stable, electric future.